Good morning everyone. In the previous slide, I have taught you about the quantity of the water. Okay. How we will determine the quantity of the water for a city or any town or any populations. Okay. While designing the water supply scheme for a city or town or a populations, we have to first determine the quantity of the water we require for various purposes by the city. After that, this duty is mainly depends upon an engineer to determine the water demand of the town and then to find out the suitable water sources from where the demand we can meet. Okay. Next is type of demand. I have told you there are 6 types of demand. First is domestic water demand, industrial water demand, commercial water demand, and demand for public use, fire demand, and compensate losses. Okay. In domestic water demand, I have discussed with you, it includes mainly the quantity of the water required in houses for drinking, bathing, cooking, washing, etc. Okay, or any types of purposes we can say it. The quantity of the water required for the domestic use mainly depends upon the habits, social status, climatic conditions, or any types of customs of the people. Okay. In domestic water demand, it mainly takes 55 to 60% of the total water consumption. Okay. As per the IS code, that is 1172-1983, the domestic consumption in India mainly accounts for 135 LPCD, that is liter per capita per day. Okay. If we see how it is 135 LPCD, how to calculate 135 LPCD, we can say that in drinking purposes we use 5 liter per capita per day. Next is cooking purpose, we use 5 liter per capita per day. Next is bathing purposes, we use 55 liter per capita per day. Okay. Next is washing. Washing we include clothes, utensils, all the cleaning of all houses. We take 40 liter per day. Next, at last we say that flushing we require 30 liter per day. So if we total this, all you will get 135 liter per capita per day. Okay. Next is industrial water demand. In industrial water demand, you can say that the water required in industries mainly depends on the type and the size of the industries. Okay, it mainly depends on the type and which type of industries and which size of industries are existing in the city. Okay, and the per capita consumption of industries, it takes 50 LPCD. Okay, it takes 50 LPCD. In domestic water demand, it requires 55 to 60% total water consumption, but here it takes 50 LPCD. Okay. The quantity of the water required by industries are expressed in per capita demand, and the water required by the factories, paper mills, we know, as industries we know paper mills, cloth mills, cotton, sugar refineries, etc. comes under the industrial uses. Okay. So it requires, and in industrial demand, the quantity of the water demand, it takes 20 to 25% of the total water demand. Okay. Next is commercial water demand. In commercial water demand, you know what are the commercial purposes. Commercial buildings or commercial centers include office, buildings, warehouses, stores, hotels, shopping centers. We use commercial all these types of buildings. Okay, temples also we can say that, schools also we can say that, cinema halls, railways, buses, bus stands we can say. Okay, these are the commercial purposes. And high commercial cities, this value can be of 50 LPCD. Okay. Next is demand for public use. Demand for public use means what? Quantity of the water required for public utility purposes such as washing, sprinkling of roads, cleaning of showers, watering a public park, gardens, fountains. This comes under all the public uses. And per capita consumption for public and civic can be taken as 10 LPCD. Okay. As I have told you, this water is used for the road washing of the street, public parks, sanitations and gardens and all the public purposes. Okay. Next is fire demand. In fire demand, as we know, per capita fire demand is ignored while calculating the total per capita water requirement, okay, of a particular city, because most of the areas have fire hydrants placed in the water main at 100 to 150 meters apart, okay, and the fire demand is generally taken as 1 LPCD. Okay, you know everyone about how the fire occurs. Okay, how the fire breaks in all the factories or any industrial purposes. So we can say that fire demand is generally of 1 LPCD, and it mainly take place in localities or any industrial areas because it causes very serious damages of properties and sometimes it takes the people's lives. Okay. So we can say that fires are not properly controlled or extinguished in minimum possible time, and they lead to serious damages and may burn to the cities or affect any types of people. Okay. Next is compensate losses. In compensate losses, all the water which goes in distribution pipe does not reach to the consumers. Okay. While after treatment process is done, then the distribution processes is continued. All the water which goes in the distribution pipe does not reach to the consumers. Why it does not reach to the consumers? Because some portion of this is a waste water or wasted in the pipelines or due to any defective agents, defective joints or any crack would be there. Okay. So that we can say that some portion of this wasted in the pipe due to defective pipe joints, cracked, broken pipes, faulty fittings. Okay. In this way, it does not reach to the consumers. In some way, some quantity of water is lost due to unauthorized and illegal conditions. Okay. So we can say that also in some way, the quantity of the water is lost due to any illegal conditions or due to any pipes or due to defect in the pipe, joints or any portion of the water is wasted. Okay. Next is per capita demand. In per capita demand, the water is used for the various purposes, as we know. For the purpose of estimations of total requirements of the water, the per capita demand is calculated. Okay. So for the purpose of estimation of total requirement of the water we get from the town or any city, the demand is to be calculated, and it is mainly expressed in liter per capita per day. Okay. So we can see here the per capita demand is given by the relations Q by P into 365 liter per day. Okay. And here you can see what we denote the Q. Q is the total quantity of the water required by town per year in liters. Okay. Q is the total quantity of the water required by a town per year in liters. Next is P, capital P, that is population of the town. Okay. So we can say that per capita demand is equals to Q by P into 365. Q equals to total quantity of the water required by a town per year in liter, and P equals to population of the town, and per capita demand is measured in liter per day. Okay. After that, we will be reading about factors affecting the water demand. Okay. In factors affecting the water demand, we will be reading about the size of the city, climatic conditions, what are the living standard of the people, system of sanitation, cost of the water, pressure in distribution system. Okay. This we will read about factors affecting the water demand. We will be reading in the next slide. Okay. Thank you.